All right. Well, so who do we have from DCU today?
Hey, mate, we have got Sam, obviously CEO, but yes, how are we all going?
Oh, all right. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Um, I wasn't sure of what the discussion today was going to be about. I believe you and Robbie had scheduled this, possibly, but we can kind of wing it.
Yes, indeed. I think it was just a general check in, seeing what DCU's up to, and going from there.
Well, that's good. For anyone listening, this is not financial advice. It's purely, us talking about our projects and kind of bridging crypto communities together and uniting, so to speak. And today we got Sam from DCU. And, Sam, could you give us a update on what's happened since I'll relaunch?
Yeah, 100%. Thanks for having us, guys. So yeah, lots been happening in DCU in the last few weeks. We merged and had a relaunch, which obviously went very well. We did a lot of marketing for our pre-sale, um, which went very well. We did over 1,000 B&B, and yeah, we got out there, and from that. Um, we move forward in terms of, at the moment we have just going through a Certec audit, and on top of that, just in the talks with different CEXs, and overall DCU's in a very good spot. For any of you that don't know DCU from before, so we are Decentralized United. We have a number of utilities that are live already, including the Smart Swap. The Smart Swap looks to find you the best price by searching 53 dexes, and on top of that, if you buy a listed token, you get cash back on your purchase. And a couple of the other utilities that we include is also an anonymous bridge, which is you can buy and send crypto anonymously to different blockchains. And at the moment, we are just literally in the stages of bringing live our casino games and also our lottery. So that's DCU in a very, very brief nutshell.
So on the casino games, is that like imminent, or are we talking a month or two on that?
No, we're talking days on that one. They're half live. We're just installing them to the website now. So we're talking 2 to 3 days maximum on the casino games.
So what all games are there going to be in the casino? Are we expecting like a Las Vegas style casino type structure, or y'all going to have a different kind of games?
There's definitely going to be a few Las Vegas sort of games, but we're looking at the casino games as a secondary utility for DCU. There's going to be coin toss, there's going to be split the deck, a couple of horse racing games as well. But these are all, we've sort of set limits in terms of maximum bets just to keep them fun. We just want the casino games to be a fun part of DCU. We don't want them to be a main feature, and we don't want them to be a sort of uh, massive win or lose aspect of the token. We're more using these as a fun touch point with the community.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to watch out with these kind of utilities. Sometimes they take a they gain a lot more traction than you expect them to, and it becomes part of that.
Yeah, exactly. And we're more than happy for and have the capacity for DCU community to come in and get involved in the casino games and use them. But that's where we just set the max limit to something that we believe is fun and doesn't out of hand or above max bet where it's becoming too involved or too high stake.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of implemented something with our burn boost, and it it kind of took precedent over everything else going on.
Yeah, that happens. People get focused on a utility or focused on a game, and yeah, before you know it, then there's some crazy volume going through it.
So, real quick, I just want to come in here. I'm going to pretend I know nothing about you guys because the truth is, I know nothing about you guys. I've seen your name out there before, so I was interested in learning. Obviously, coming to the AMA and everything, what you guys are about. So, like, I'm lost with in terms of the merger and everything. So, I don't want to obviously have you spend your entire night talking about. Could you let me just have some kind of idea? Obviously, the origin of where your project started from, how that led to this current merge, like how many team members you have, for example, like was your launch private sale, did you have a pre-sale kind of thing? Just give me a quick rundown of that if you can.
Yeah, of course. Great question. So we were involved in, or I was involved along with a large majority of the core team. We're involved in two projects. Crypto Jackpot was something we started last December, and then we had DCU and more importantly, I suppose the Smart Swap and the Anonymous Bridge, and they were two separate projects. From that Crypto Jackpot, we were sort of deciding where to take that, and the most logical step was to merge both projects. Crypto Jackpot had a good following, but the only use case was the fact we did weekly draws in terms of giving away crypto currencies and giving away jackpots, lotteries. So we thought we'd combine the two projects. So what we did there was remove the liquidity from Crypto Jackpot, purchase in a pre-sale, in a brand new pre-sale for DCU and our utilities, was purchase all the liquidity we had in Crypto Jackpot, purchase those tokens in a pre-sale with DCU, airdrop the remaining CJP holders, and then really push DCU and the Smart Swap. And from that, we had a pre-sale that went live 2 weeks ago now, and then we finished the pre-sale last 2 weeks ago as well. Sorry, and then we were lucky to have a really good pre-sale with the market, and we did. So both projects combined, and now we're just focusing solely on the Smart Swap, the Anonymous Bridge, and the utilities that DCU will have.
What is the circulating supply now that you guys merged, and what are the tokenomics for you?
Yeah, no. So we have a total supply of 2 billion. At the moment, we have a circulating supply of around 700 million, which was involved in the pre-sale. We haven't released more tokens because of the merger. We actually purchased enough tokens and raised enough money in the pre-sale to make sure that everyone from the previous token was able to be airdropped the amount of tokens they were owed. So that was really good. That meant that both projects could merge seamlessly instead of airdropping tokens once we went live and weakening the liquidity. We actually had a great pre-sale and was able to purchase everyone's tokens. So we're live with DCU at the moment. We have a buy and sell tax of 5%. 3% of that goes to marketing, 2% to liquidity, and just at the moment we're focusing on marketing, just in talks with a range of CEXs just to get DCU out there. So things are progressing very well since launch. I think we're around 30% up on launch price, which is good for a fair launch and a pre-sale, especially in the current market. So things are going well for DCU.
Nice. Were you able to lock up the LP yet?
Yeah, so we got all the badges from ThinkSale. We got the KYC and audit badges, but they also have the new Safe U badge. And what that basically means is there's a few requirements you have to do, which one of them is the lock-in of liquidity. So we're locked liquidity for 1 year. So at the moment now around 340 days. But yes, we locked it for 1 year at a minimum, and obviously once that comes to an end, we'll continue to lock that up as soon as that initial stages come to an end, and continue to keep the liquidity locked to keep the community safe, and make sure that we progress further and everyone feels safe and secure within DCU.
So I did see the swap now that I'm thinking of it. I know I'd seen that in a tweet, you guys obviously promoting that. So where are the easiest ways to find, obviously you guys will obviously share that information, our Telegram and obviously through Twitter, but
yeah, so we've got the smart swap, and the best way to find and use our smart swap is on our website dcu.finance. And but the good thing about our smart swap is that we can install it on a number of websites, which we already are. I think we're on around 7 or 8 websites at the moment. But yeah, the best way obviously is through our own website, and all you have to do is dcu.finance, click on the smart swap, and then you can use our smart swap as easy as pancake swap. So we go across 6 blockchains. You can trade across the blockchains, trade on the blockchains seamlessly. You just click which blockchain you'd like to trade or buy or sell on. And then on top of that, at the moment, we're just doing the cashback or the cashback rewards. Like, for example, RocketFi are listed. We're doing the cashback rewards on the BSC network. But as we grow, we'll expand the cashback rewards to the blockchains that we operate on.
all right, very cool. Adam, you know these guys a little better, so you have other questions you want to ask that are relevant now that they've obviously enlightened me a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all are calling it the smart swap now instead of the gas-less swap? Is it pretty much operate the same way that you're when you purchase, say, RocketFi, you would receive the amount of RocketFi you would have lost in gas?
Yeah, exactly. So when we were the initial DCU, we called it gas free. So we were rebranded as we looked to relaunch. We thought the name gas free was a good name, but as the swap got wide, or we looked to market and get the swap more widely adopted, we thought gas free would just open us up to people going, "Oh, I still paid gas fees, but
Yeah.
I got money back." So we obviously rebranded to the Smart Swap. So yeah, exactly. What the Smart Swap does is exactly the same as the gas free, as we called it back in DCU V1. Is the Smart Swap will, no matter what coin you're buying, whether it's listed or just a normal token that you're putting the contract address in, it will search 53 dexes to find you the best price across any dexes. So, for example, just on the BSC network, it will search Pancake Swap, it will search Ape Swap, Buy Swap, just as many dexes as it can do on the BSC network to make sure that it's finding the best price with the liquidity available.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you're buying RocketFi, for example, you get an option between 3 to 5% cashback. So what it will do is, if you're buying a listed token, you'll also have a cashback option. So RocketFi, for example, if you're buying $100 worth of RocketFi, you'll have a 3 to 5% cashback option. And the good thing about the cashback option is you can select it to have your cashback in RocketFi, which is giving you obviously a discount on your purchase, or you can select any of our live pool reward pools. At the moment, we've got around 15 live reward pools, and you can pick a different token, which will help either diversify your portfolio, get you a new token into your wallet, or like I said, select RocketFi and make sure that you increase your bag size of RocketFi when you purchase.
Yeah. So, if you could get, do y'all have like a list of all the swaps that y'all pull from?
Yeah. So, as you look to execute your transaction, you'll see or the process. What happens is the swap will search all the dexes right in front of you. So it will search all the dexes, bring a list up of the dexes that it's searching, and then it will bring you the best price, and then you can click on the best price from the range of dexes and the ranges of LPs available. Depending on the token, there may be one LP available, which is PancakeSwap on the BSC network, for example. But there may be 4 LP and 4 dexes available, as in BuySwap, PancakeSwap, ApeSwap available, and you can just pick the best price, making sure you get the most for your money on your trade.
Okay. And what all chains do y'all support? Obviously, BSC. I'm figuring Ethereum.
Yep. So we support 6 blockchains. We actually don't do Ethereum at the moment. We are going to implement that very, very shortly. The only reason we don't do Ethereum at the moment is because, I suppose, of V1 of DCU, where we're calling it gas free, and everyone that trades on the Ethereum network knows that the gas fees are relatively high. So we sort of got that away to help with the marketing. But no, as we now have moved to the smart swap, we will be bringing Ethereum in. So at the moment, we're on obviously the BSC network, Hecto, Avalanche, Kronos, and I've literally forgot all 6 of them that we're on. Give me 30 seconds. Polygon, Phantom as well. So we're at BSC, Polygon, Phantom, Hecto, Avalanche, and Kronos at the moment, and we're looking to add Ethereum very, very soon. And as we progress for the future, blockchains that become more widely used and more into the mainstream, we can add them very easily as well. So we'll look to add as many blockchains that are available and used by the crypto community, really.
Out of the 6 that y'all are listed, which one are y'all having the most success with currently?
So definitely the BSC network, and at the moment that's the only blockchain that we're implementing the cashback options. So yeah, definitely the BSC or the Binance network. But yeah, as we look to progress, grow, and look to get more widely adopted, we'll definitely focus on Ethereum. Will be our next logical step in terms of number of projects and adding the cashback option to that, and then from there Kronos, and then the more widely used ones is where we'll focus our time, effort, and marketing. But yeah, the good thing is we just have the options for the other ones, and we have that available for anyone to use in terms of if you're just buying a listed token or you're buying the blockchain token. So if you're buying Polygon, if you're buying Kronos, you can just come to us. And as those blockchains become more mainstream and have more projects, that's where we'll look to add the cashback options as well on those blockchains as we move forward as a project.
Is there anyone that has any questions from the chat here? Mighty quiet night. I know it's been an eventful week in the BSC space. Well, pretty eventful 2 weeks, really, if you want to consider all the projects that have been hit with exploits here recently. It's so on y'all's contract. Did y'all pretty much use the same contract that you had with DCU just to relaunch?
No, not 100%. So with the Pink Cell fair launch and pre-sale, the Safe U badge requires a new contract, but what the Safe U badge also requires is that a Pink Cell developer creates the contract, which is one, to protect the community, but two, to make sure the contract is developed by a developer with experience and knows the space. So that's something which was good and made sure. So the contract, yeah, definitely was different. And on top of that, we're actually just progressing through a CertTech audit. So at the moment, whereas I believe we're around over 50% through a CertTech audit. And we've got a number of badges on CertTech, which is most viewed, top 10 most viewed projects at the moment on CertTech. On top of that, we're in the top 10% of safe projects in terms of the contract the KYC we've done through Certec and a number of different things. So yeah, we're the contract was developed by a pink cell developer, and then on top of that, we've looked to add that extra layer of safety and security to investors with the Certec audit as well, which we're progressing through.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's not a proxy contract.
No, completely new and developed contract for DCU. So yeah, not forked or not just copied and pasted. And as you mentioned, yeah, there's been a number of exploits. Very recently, we were in talks with a project that unfortunately had a brand new contract with the true burn element. They were going to list on the DCU swap, but as they launched, they were exploited, and a number of BNB and liquidity was removed. So yeah, we've tried to make sure we're as safe as possible, and gone with a sort of tried and tested developer, but also a tried and tested contract to make sure that exploits are to the very, very minimum within smart contracts.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't realize that Pink Cell was doing that now. Have they been doing that a lot, or is that something new?
Relatively new, but when I say that, I suppose the last 2 to 3 months. Yeah, so they've obviously got the original badges of the KYC and audit, and now they've added this SafeU badge, which basically means a range of different things, but the contract has to be developed by a pink cell developer. The contract is also at the moment owned and looked after by the pink cell developer. We have access to the contract in terms of functions and things, but they look after any unlocked tokens and the contract to make sure that there's no exit or malicious behavior, which is again another positive for the community. The liquidity has to be locked for a minimum of a year, which obviously we did, and on top of that, they continue to provide support and make sure the contract operates as it should do. So it's one of them badges which there's a lot of hoops to jump through, but we wanted to make sure that as a community and as a project, we can be as safe and as reputable as possible, which at the moment seems the best way to do that is with the SafeU badge from PinkCell.
All right. So, considering they do that, I don't think that it's going to happen to y'all, but if in the unforeseen chance there was some kind of exploit, would they cover the cost of whatever the loss is on that?
Yeah, so that's one of the best things about it. That like if something was to happen from their end or also from our end, they do guarantee the investors' investments and money, which is again a great thing in terms of safety and making sure the projects are legitimate. They do guarantee the money, and that's where it comes in that they hold the contract, have the deployer wallet for a set period of time, making sure that the project is legitimate and really progressing to their roadmap within the crypto space.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing, and it definitely, again, for us, it just helps to cement the safety and security of our investors, which again just helps to attract more of investors in the long term, really.
Oh yeah. So, do you have any big things coming, new utilities that you're allowed to speak about?
Yeah, definitely. So for us, we're progressing through the Certec audit. As soon as that's complete, we're in talks and just finalising a number of CEX listings to make sure DCU can really get out there and be as accessible as possible. On top of that, we have V2 of the swap coming, which will have a range of new features, which will just make the swap more accessible and increase the use case, making sure that people, I suppose, use DCU Smart Swap as opposed to just using Pancake Swap. We just want to make it accessible and widely used as possible. So for that, we're also bringing, if you hold an X amount of DCU, that you'll receive cash back on any purchase you make This won't be an ongoing thing. It'll be more of an event, a weekly event, or a daily event. It'll be available very often, and we'll obviously promote that through our socials. But yeah, for example, on every Friday, no matter what token you'll buy, you'll always have a cashback option. And then on top of that, we're bringing different options. So, for example, for RocketFi, we're going to do 5% Fridays. That means each Friday we're going to have a different event in terms of one of our listed tokens will be at the max cashback reward option. So, for example, if you buy RocketFi on a Friday, once we market it, you'll get the full 5% cashback. At the moment, RocketFi is at 3%. But yeah, we'll do 5% Fridays, and you'll get a full reward of 5% when you buy RocketFi. One Friday, the next Friday will be DXT, one of our other listed partners. And then on top of that, for V2, we're also looking to market and allow other tokens to have as long the utility that if you hold X amount of, we'll use RocketFi as an example. If you hold X amount of RocketFi, you can also get cash back on any token you buy as well. So just helping other tokens, as we're called DCU, Decentralized United, looking to bring other tokens and add utility to other tokens as well.
Definitely. I like that. That's cool. Anybody got any questions, Mike? Heavy?
No, I'm pretty good.
Do you have any questions for RocketFi or Variegate, Sam?
Yeah, guys, obviously we've had RocketFi over, not yet, but we'll look to do so. I know that they're looking to relaunch. But yeah, what's the future hold for the two projects for you guys?
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't know what we can and can't say on it, so I'll let you take that one.
As for RocketFi, of course, we're still on the floaty swap deck, and then we have the wallet, which a lot of people forget about, but we are still alpha testing that wallet currently. That is coming a lot sooner than people expect, and of course, floaty swap is probably going to be a very aggressive take on the swaps that are out there, and you know, not a whole lot of information I can reveal at this time because we're trying to keep it as much uh, proprietary as possible until we announce it when it's about ready to be dropped. And of course, we got something else that we're not allowed to talk about. uh,
It's good to keep the suspense, but yeah, I know the guys are working hard behind the scenes, and obviously you've got a very good track record of delivering on everything that you do promise and delivering over and beyond what you state.
yeah, well, we do have something. What's coming pretty soon will be about the same time as Floaty Swap. Uh, of course, we got some other news we'll probably be releasing here in the next week or so to kind of give holders an idea of what we have planned going forward. Uh, so a lot of things are coming for us. We're just not going to say them until we're absolutely sure and ready. Everything is lined up in the rows.
No, I completely understand that. You don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but yeah, knowing the two projects here, that it won't be an issue at all. But yeah, you guys definitely have some great things in the pipeline, and we'll be keeping a close eye from DCU and let us know if there's any way that we can support.
Oh yeah, definitely we'll do. But let's see. I imagine a lot of people were in Affinity Friday. We got so many Affinity fans in our clique. It's Friday nights are kind of a Affinity thing.
No, fair enough. Completely understand that. It's always good to build that following.
So y'all reached out to BBR about having them added to the swap?
BBR are already on the swap, I believe.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I figured it wouldn't have been long before it happened.
Yeah, we listed them during the pre-sale. So yeah, about 10 days ago now. So they're up, ready to go, and yeah, ready to be traded on DCU Smart Swap.
Well, cool. But that's all I have for questions for you. I pretty much uh, have researched y'all for the most part. Kind of lost track since y'all relaunched.
Yeah,
Simply
no, exactly.
had so much going on here recently. Definitely
No,
bullish on y'all. Really like what y'all built out, and y'all really do show great potential in my opinion, my personal opinion.
yeah, no, appreciate that. Yeah, relaunch. We got through that, and yeah, just for DCU, it's focusing on building the project and building the listings, which I think we've had four new listings for the Smart Swap this week. So yeah, we're just really focusing on increasing that cashback option for purchases on the swap. So yeah, things are progressing well, and we're loving the partnership with you guys.
Yeah. So, what were the 4 listings that y'all added this week?
This week, let me get we had Eastburn, a project that looks to um, offer Ethereum as a reward. We also had DST or Donk Swap, a crypto that has their own casino and also their own swap, and they've listed on ours. Diggy or Get Diggy, which is a new stealth launch, looking to bring BUSD rewards and also launching their own NFTs and range of different utilities. And then on top of that, we are just finalising one in the background, which we won't fully announce yet, but there's another one for the fourth one for this week. And then there is a fifth in the pipeline, but they had some issues on launch, which we'll wait to see how that plays out before we list and make sure everything's all good there. But the guys are trying to rectify that due to a contract error. So yeah, 4 or 5 listings for this week, and yeah, we in talk with a range of different cryptos and projects to make sure that we can offer a wide range of cashback options.
All right. Well, any more questions, Mike?
No, I think I'm good for now.
All right.
Just one of those things. Obviously, we'll look into getting DCU into one of our polls, obviously, because it's a poll-driven rewards system that we have by the community. So obviously, after them hearing about you guys tonight, see if it's something they want to add to one of our polls for this upcoming month. Just because we have one of those projects where it's a micro staking, auto rewarding kind of program on BSC, and so definitely you guys seem to be offering up something that obviously RocketFi is interested in. Anything RocketFi is interested in, Variegate is interested in as well. So definitely reach out to you guys soon.
Yeah, sounds great. We'll definitely be interested in that, and look to get some staking pools. And like I say, I definitely like the sustainable option of the staking pools in terms of not 2 million% increase.
But yeah, I guess that's about it for today. Thank you, Sam, for coming out and talking about DCU and giving us an update. This was, of course, recorded. Uh, this link for the Twitter space can be used to access a recording at any time by anyone in your community. So that link that I shared in your chat, you can just pin that and save it for safekeeping for anybody that wants to listen in later. You know, of course, I have it pinned in the RocketFi chat, and I believe it will be pinned in the Variegate chat as well.
No, I appreciate it, guys. It's always good to come over and chat with our partners. So yeah, thanks for having us, and looking forward to working together as we progress into the future.
Oh yeah, definitely. And thank you, Mike, Heavy, Minnow, kiss my ass token, Elmo, Raider Queen.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time on a Friday of a holiday weekend to come out and listen.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you very much.
Yep.